Okay, good afternoon everybody and welcome to this session. My name is Neil Titcombe, I'm the Regional Director for Northern Europe for Eptica, and we welcome you to what will be hopefully a very interesting session where we want to share one of our customers, L'Occitane Group's experiences and how they've used our technologies to improve customer experience using AI. I'm delighted to be joined on stage by our CEO and founder, Olivier Jamphar. Olivier has founded our business in 2001 and has been a cornerstone of our company ever since. He is an expert in linguistic and cognitive technologies, including customer experience. I'm also delighted to join on stage Anne-Sophie Pouillon, who's the head of international customer service at L'Occitane Group, the global natural beauty retailer. She's worked in the cosmetics and luxury market for over 15 years and today leads the marketing and digital team to achieve excellence in customer experience. So we'll hear from them both first of all on how that has been achieved through Eptica's technology. So if I can hand to Olivier.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Neil, to give me the opportunity to say a few words about Eptica. This morning, we hear again from Ed Thompson that CEOs are putting customers as one of the top priorities. That's very good news for everyone. We strongly believe that the digital customer experience is the key link in the value chain, and we are helping organizations to put customers in the heart of their strategy. At Eptica, we believe that a customer can use whatever device, whatever channel, whatever digital channel. It can be chat, it can be email, it can be social, it can be self-service, and we believe in meaningful conversations. So we will be helping brands to have meaningful conversation with individuals. This is what we do. And it's very important because that changed everyday life for everyone to have meaningful conversations. As an organization, we have been investing for the last 5 years on artificial intelligence for customer engagement. We believe that's going to change the game. We are working a lot on natural language processing, and today we are serving more than 450 organizations in 35 countries. And as a company, we have our internal value that help us improve every day. We believe in tenacity, we never give up. Tech is not easy, so we fight again to find a solution for our customers. Innovation is important, of course, and we are pioneering using artificial intelligence for customer engagement. Loyalty, L'Occitane will tell you how we are loyal to our customers. And to finish off, we believe that the more different we are, the stronger we are. This is diversity for us as a company. So I'm going to hand over to Anne-Sophie, who is going to tell you a true story and say how Eptica could help for meaningful conversations. Thank you.
Thank you. Can you hear me? Yeah, it works well. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm in charge of international customer service at L'Occitane. We have created this role of customer service worldwide coordination 5 years ago because we thought that customer service would get more and more strategic, and we wanted to offer the same extraordinary customer experience all around the world. We wanted consistency in our customer experience. We also wanted to deploy the same tools, the same customer service solutions all around the world. And we wanted to follow up the same KPIs all around the world. That's why this role was created 5 years ago. And 4 years ago, we have chosen Eptica as our main partner to achieve our goals in terms of customer experience. Do you know L'Occitane? Yes? Okay. L'Occitane is a group. L'Occitane en Provence is a brand. It's part of a group with 4 brands. L'Occitane Provence, Melvita, Herborian, and L'Occitane au Brésil. And as you can see from behind, we are a global retailer. We are doing more than 92% of our sales outside of France. Our main markets are Japan, US, China, Hong Kong. Europe also is a big market with France and the UK. We are now making approximately 1.3 billion of sales worldwide. We have around 3,000 stores worldwide. That's a lot of touch points for our customer experience. And we have also some websites we sell online, of course. We have more than 100 websites. We sell also through wholesale, so department stores, pharmacies. You can also find us in hotels, in spas. That's a lot of touch points. And our ambition to be consistent in our customer experience is a big challenge to achieve. We also have more than 8,000 employees around the world, and that's also a lot of touch points in the customer journey. We receive thousands of requests from our customers worldwide, and we really aim at creating unique, true stories with each and every customer every day. Today, I'm going to focus on L'Occitane en Provence. So we produce all our natural cosmetics in Manosque in Provence, and we sell them worldwide, as you could see. Our mission is to make life beautiful with the treasures of the land and the people of Provence. Yeah. Just a little bit of context that you all know. Clearly, we talk a lot about digital transformation. And for me, it really means a customer revolution. And as a company, we need to adapt to this customer revolution. But of course, customers are changing way faster than we do in our organization. 3 points about the customer revolution that have a direct impact on the way we work today. The first change is that the customer wants to contact us from anywhere, anytime. He wants a solution immediately. The smartphones and the mobile have changed the relation that the customers have with time. And we are customers also, and we get less and less patient. We can't bear to wait a minute. So I think that the companies, the brands, need to be like the personal assistant of the customers. And we are here to make the life of the customer easy so that it doesn't waste any time and so that it doesn't make any effort. So that's really changing the way we work. Second point is about social media. We've talked already about social media this morning in other conferences. Social media has given our customers a voice, and they use it, and they listen to their peers. They listen to the community they trust. They trust more the community than the brand. They really expect from us a lot of respect and transparency, which is a good thing. And the relationship, the links between organizations and the customers is really more equal than before. At L'Occitane, we also see that the number of incoming requests are growing on social media, on Facebook, on Twitter, on VK, on WeChat, depending on the region of the world where we are. But it's clearly a trend that the percentage of requests on social media is growing. Last point, with the web, the choice of product and experiences to buy is infinite. So we have no option than to be extraordinary in the customer experience we offer. If not, our customers will buy from another country, a marketplace, a wholesaler, another industry, another website, and directly from their home or their work. So, how can we adapt to this customer revolution? There are a lot of challenges, and one of the challenges is to change the roles of the employees in the company. And I think that the role of the customer service manager has really changed the last years. At L'Occitane, we think that customer service managers have two main missions. The first mission is external, is to offer an extraordinary omni-channel customer experience on all channels of distribution, on channels of communication, without any friction, seamless, and also because we are L'Occitane, to offer a sunny and warm and emotional customer experience to make the difference. In order to drive satisfaction, loyalty, but more than that, really to create brand advocates, because our customers are really our best marketing. The second mission, which is as strategic as the first one of the customer service managers, is an internal mission. We are the first to know if there is a friction in the customer experience. And we have an omni-channel vision also of the customer experience. So how can we value this gold mine of information and share it with the other departments in the company? How can we spread the voice of the customer with the digital, with the retail, with the marketing, with the logistics, in order to improve our products, our services continuously? And we really have this mindset of continuous improvement. And it's very important to build bridges with all the other departments in order to work hand in hand every day to improve the customer experience with corrective actions and with new projects also. First mission, how can we offer an extraordinary omnichannel customer experience? There are a few challenges: technologies, organization, human. In terms of technologies, as I said before, our main solution for customer service is Eptica, and we have deployed it in 17 countries at L'Occitane. We started in March 2013 with France, which was the pilot, and the last country to be deployed was last month, Brazil. And we have even translated the interface in Japanese for Japan, which was really a different market compared to the Western one. So this is important to have a strong solution in order to be consistent in the way we answer our channel of communication. And in order to gain time, to gain productivity, so that the customer service team have more time for high-value tasks and so that they get more time to surprise the customer, to personalize the relation with the customer. A few examples about the technology that we use. We use, for example, the email management. And thanks to our solution, the tool is classifying automatically all the requests by priority, depending on keywords that we have defined, and depending on SLA. So that really helps in the everyday organization of the customer service to handle the request in a certain priority order. Also, we have a shared knowledge base that is common for the tool of the chat, of the calls, and of the emails. And that helps all the customer service agents to answer quickly and in a very professional way, in a very efficient way. We also have a self-service on our website, because some of the customers, they do not want to call the customer service. They prefer to be autonomous. So we have dynamic FAQ on the website, and it really lowers the number of incoming requests that we receive at customer service. Talking about self-service, it's also a good way to be open 24 hours and 7 days a week when it's not really a reality and can help the customer when we are closed, for sure. We also have deployed the chat in most of the countries that we have. The chat really helps to humanize the website and also to increase the conversion rate. We have, for example, a concrete example. On the checkout on l'Occitane.com, you can enter a promotion code. And usually, our customers, they make an error when they enter their promotion code. If there is an error, there is a chat which appears, a pop-up, saying, do you want any help from our customer service? So that's really appreciated, and we can see that it really increased the conversion rate on our website. Talking about the second challenge, breaking down the silos. This is a difficult part. We have decided to be consistent in the way we answer our customers, to create 2 roles of community managers. In fact, we have created 1 role of community manager in the digital team and 1 role of community manager in the customer service team. So as you will easily understand, in the digital team, the community manager is doing all the marketing, all the communication, all the advertisement. And in the customer service team, the community manager is answering the customer request on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. And we have seen really an improvement of our performance since we have implemented this organization. And we are much more reactive since the customer service is the owner of the relations on social media. And also, we are able to be more consistent in the tone and in the content since all the channels are handled by the customer service. So we are very happy with this organization, and the 2 community managers are working hand in hand. That's an issue, yeah. Talking about the teams, we think it's important to have an empowered team that are responsible and autonomous to take decisions when they are in front of the customers. So we think it's really key to offer an extraordinary customer experience and a first contact resolution, and that the satisfaction of the customer increase with the first contact resolution. Our customer service representative can answer all types of complaints. They know what compensation to offer depending on the type of complaint, depending on the type of customer. And they are autonomous to take quick decisions. I would like to add something about the solutions. We have interfaced Eptica with our customer database. Our customer database is Adobe Campaign, and all the customer service representatives in all the countries worldwide have access to a single vision of the customer. It means that they see the history of purchase, the history of request, the history of communication that they have received, the segmentation, also the CRM data about the customer. And this really helps to offer a personalized answer to our customer. And we know that the more personalized the answer is, the more satisfied the customer is. So I think that's also a key point for the customer experience. Because we have deployed the same tools in 17 countries, we are following up the same KPIs in 17 countries. So every country has access to a real-time KPI and structured KPIs, and will fill in an Excel file with his local KPIs. And I will do a monthly call with each country in order to follow up the performance, analyze what's good and what can be improved, and set up action plan together. Because we have the same tools all over the world, it's easier for sure to coordinate and to be consistent. In terms of KPI, I can talk about classical KPI that you all know. So we follow up in the same way: the email answering time, the request closing time, the percentage of calls answered, the percentage of chat answered, the average processing time, and so on. I would like to talk about two KPIs that we follow up. The intervention rate, the e-commerce intervention rate. I don't know if you follow up already these KPIs in your business. What is the e-commerce intervention rate? It's the percentage of orders which needed a contact with the customer service. Of course, we want this rate to be as low as possible. Okay? Because if the intervention rate is low, the customer is happy, no friction in the customer experience. And we are happy also, because we don't have too many incoming requests. So how does it work concretely? In Eptica, for every request that we receive, the customer service representative is classifying the request. So for each request, we know what is the topic. So every month, we follow up the e-commerce intervention rate by topic. Concrete example, we follow up the errors in preparation intervention rate. So I know exactly for France what is the percentage of order which needed a contact with customer service about errors in preparation. We have an average, and we see the evolution month after month. A few months ago, we've seen that this rate had doubled. Immediately, we were able to go and see the logistic team with some quantitative numbers, with some quantitative data, and say, okay, what happened? There is a decrease in the quality of service. How can we work together to improve this touch point in the customer experience? To have quantitative data is very important for the customer service. It gives us a voice. Because before we were going to see the retail, the digital, or logistics, saying, okay, I feel that there is a problem with this touch point, and we had an opinion. But thanks to this precise intervention rate that we are following up every month for every topic, we have more power to convince the other departments. We always add to the quantitative data some qualitative data. We think it's important also to share the verbatim of the customers with the other departments. Sharing a verbatim, it's sharing a kind of a data with a soul, and it really has an emotional impact on the person who reads the verbatim. Another KPI that we follow up, it's the NPS, the Net Promoter Score. I'm sure you all know about it. We send by email satisfaction survey to our customers. We have 3 types of NPS. NPS store. After a purchase in the store, we send an email. NPS e-commerce. After a purchase on the website, we also send an email. And the NPS customer service. After a request at customer service, we send an email to the customer to know if he's happy or not. How do we analyze the results after that? For sure, we have a look at the score, then at the percentage of promoters, the percentage of passive, and the percentage of detractors. And then we analyze the verbatim in order to prioritize our corrective action and to implement new projects. But what we also do after we have sent the NPS is that we have linked the Adobe campaign with Eptica, and we receive all the surveys of detractors in Eptica. It means that every morning, the customer service team receives an email with the survey of the customers that were not happy. And what do? We contact them back by email or by phone. It's the customer's choice, okay? And we contact them back within 2 days with 2 objectives. First one is to increase our customer knowledge, to know more. Really, what happened? Why are you not happy with your customer experience? And the second point is to retain, to try to retain and reconquer our customers, because the customers took time to answer the survey, so we think it's important also to take time to contact the customers back and value this time. Again, this is really important. This leads us to the second mission, the internal mission, spreading the voice of the customer. We are building a voice of customer program at international level and at local level. What is a voice of customer program? Concretely, we have voice of customer meetings, monthly voice of customer meetings at local level, quarterly voice of customer meetings at international level with each department, with the digital, with the logistic, with the retail, with the marketing, and we share with them what we have learned from our customers. What are the pain points? And also maybe when they are very happy, but it's rare that they send us an email to say, oh, I'm so happy about the customer experience, thank you. And we analyze together the customer experience. We try to map a bit the customer experience. And we make recommendation to the other departments in order to improve the customer experience. In our Voice of Customer program, we are also able to do some ad hoc analysis, and we are doing more and more analysis for other departments. For example, L'Occitane is a destination for gifting, and it's very important in our strategy to offer an amazing gifting experience. And a few months ago, we have organized a task force about gifting, and we have presented an analysis of all the verbatims and all the data we had about gifting in different countries in order to share the voice of customer and improve the gifting experience. In our Voice of Customer program, we also have implemented some e-boutique days. So I'm not sure that e-boutique is an English word. We mean that the customer service is kind of the BA of the website, and the website is kind of e-boutique. And we invite people from other departments to spend one day with us at the customer service in order to answer the customers. So we have started the e-boutique days in 2013. And in 4 years, I think like 60 or 70 people have came to the customer service, from the chief customer experience officer to the retail team to the IT director. So really at every level of the company. And the idea is that we start by a little training in the morning on Eptica solution, and we show how it works to answer an email, and it's very easy to use, so there's no point about this training. Then the person who comes to answer the customer is reading all the emails from the customers and preparing some answers to answer directly the customers. Of course, we kind of double read the answers that are made, but it's very powerful, these e-boutique days. It's very powerful to understand the customer experience. It's also very powerful to value the work of the customer service teams, because they're doing really a hard job, and it's not always the department that is the most valued within the company. To finish, my last words will go to my teams. I really think that a strong solution is a basis to be able to offer an extraordinary customer experience and to be efficient. But if you want your customers to be engaged and happy, you need your teams to be engaged and happy. And I think that magic is coming from reality and from emotion. And our customer service team, every day, are creating true stories with our customers and really talking human to human and not business to customers. Thank you.
Thank you, Anne-Sophie. A very interesting account of how a global brand is working hard to use Eptica to provide fantastic customer experience and improve their NPS. I just wanted to conclude by just giving you a little further insight into Eptica as a business and our solutions. Utopia for Eptica now, you heard Olivier say that we're a 15-year young business, is now to provide an integrated solution and empower artificial intelligence to provide enhanced digital customer experience. So how do we do that? Our approach today is to really harness what we often refer internally at least as the 3 C's. So the conversational aspects, the collaborative aspects, and the cognitive aspects to customer experience. I'm a passionate believer that customer experience is achieved through the reduction of effort and personalization. If you can harness those 2 things, we're more than halfway there to achieving fantastic customer experience. We've heard a lot today about applying the right channel at the right time to the right person for the right reason within a customer experience journey. We've heard a lot about how demographics play a key part in that. I'm the owner of 3 millennials, and I see how they are growing up and their expectations change. And we heard from a number of speakers how they don't want to have a conversation, at least not a verbal conversation. But when they do need to do that, there is a debate now to say, well, do they need to know whether they're talking to a machine or indeed a person? And I think what we can harness within our tools, within Eptica, is the ability to demystify that barrier and provide the relevant information at the right time at the channel of choice, using data and, of course, knowledge to enhance that particular experience. From a collaboration perspective, again, customer experience isn't one and done at the front of the business, be it in the high street or in the contact center. It's something which is unified across the entire company. So sharing these insights, sharing the personalization, sharing the data with both the front, back office, branch to contact center is essential. And again, using the centralized knowledge, the workflow, the tools that we can empower across the business is key to how we achieve our customer experience solutions. And then looking at the cognitive angles, looking at how NLP today is moving more with playing a key role in understanding what somebody might want, looking at their emotion, looking at their state of mind, looking at their history, looking at their interaction journey, as to how we make a decision as to where we might approach them, what channel we might reach out to them, what information we might afford them is obviously becoming more and more important to achieve this utopic idea of improved customer experience. We're very proud at Eptica to be a partner and included in the Magic Quadrant here within Gartner for 6 years now, as announced today, something which, as I say, is very close to our heart and something which we've worked very hard to achieve. You'll see from the report that was issued on, I think it was actually Monday formally, that continue to be recognized for our fantastic solutions, particularly in the investment we've made over a number of years now in natural language processing. So I would urge you to come and visit us upstairs on the floor above and look at our booth. We are running a program of live demonstrations across both tomorrow, and there's one more at 6:15 today, where you can see a lot of what we've discussed here, what you've heard Anne-Sophie reference within L'Occitane's actual use. And of course, please follow us on Twitter and read our blog for more information on Eptica's services and use cases. So with that, I thank you for your time and attention. Enjoy the rest of the conference, and we look forward to seeing you soon.